stream live. Let me set this up for live chat. Let me change the lights. There's no one here yet, so it's not like it really matters. Yeah, you are first. In case you can't tell, I'm sick. That's why there hasn't been a video up for a couple days. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to do. If you remember, I did a video, I was starting to get sick, and I had a couple videos I wanted to shoot, and I did one of them and proceeded to screw it all up. So, yeah. Hang on a second, let me go turn this other light on. What's that? I need to send you my Dow and Gent. Is that George? Is that George Michael? It is George Michael. Wham! I like, it's this, the Dow flipper tab is the same as the Buck. I mean, the knives are the same. I'm pretty sure the flipper tab's exactly the same. So I don't mind it. I have to take this back to its house. Let's take this, the prototype. Sharpsville Bill, what's up? I gotta take the Archbishop 2.0 prototype back up to Ferrum Forge. I'm going up to the shop specifically, just they've got like 2 knives for me to sharpen. I gotta pick up. I am working today, even though it's raining. I have to. I was in bed, except for yesterday. I was pretty much in bed. I've been running a fever and shit like that. I've been pretty much in bed all week. But luckily, I'm kind of ahead. Not really ahead, but I'm not behind. I haven't gotten anything really that I'm behind on. And I did shoot a video about the comparison of this Emerson's Super Karambit to the WE Incisor, but I really wasn't real happy with it, with the video. I'm happy with the knife. I'm keeping that. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping that WE Incisor. So that is on the plate for a video to reshoot. I don't know. I might be able to edit. I'm not happy with it. It just seemed, it was fun, and it was me and Nico, and it was a Friday night at the Forge, and it just seemed like the video, it was more, I mean, like I said, I'm going to bust on Emerson's. Like I said, the 2 that are in the box in there that I got to do a spa treatment on today are better, but it just seems like it felt too much like just bashing on Emerson. Even though that's what it's going to wind up being, I don't want to do it so that I don't want it to seem mean-spirited. I don't want the video to seem mean-spirited. I already did one of those. So, yeah, this is just, the only selling point on this is it's got a larger blade. And Matt and I took this apart, and we ceramic coated the liners on this just because it was so plain. But these are, I mean, they're just so, they're thick and cumbersome feeling. And I get it, like if you, a smaller, finer knife, if you're in a fight, you're gonna lose some of those fine motor skills. So having something beefy and bulky, you're gonna hold on to it better. But it's still just so like I can't even really use it. And then that is really uncomfortable. Well, hang on a second. If you guys hang out just a second, I got it. I got the other one right there. I'll show you. Back. What? All right, George, I'll tell you what, email me and you can send me the Buck and the Dow. And are you wanting the Dow refinished? You know, just let me know in an email. I don't do much via text. You can text me and let me know, but I also need an email. So Matt and I were trying to look at the comparison between these two, and you really can't compare them. This is not a Karambit per se. This is a Hawkbill, but this is still better. This is probably going to wind up being my wife's so that she has something to carry, because I don't like the idea of some of the places that she winds up going. But like I said, if you look at the two, I mean, you're not really losing that much in cutting blade. What are you losing? Maybe a quarter of an inch? Half an inch maybe? Of actual cutting blade? Yeah, about half an inch. So you're really not losing that much by going to this. And then you've got a V-grind, which is easier to strop and maintain. This blade is really thick behind the edge. Yes, it will cut, but it's not, it's really thick behind the edge. And the material, the blade stock is not that much thicker, but the way this is ground, I know the light's not optimal, it's early morning. And it's dark out because it's raining. So that, you know, this I think would be a more devastating cut than this. And it's got a tighter radius. Well, I don't know, does it? Maybe just ever so slightly a tighter radius. But the fact is that this one is so much more comfortable in hand, easier to deploy, sits in the pocket way more comfortably. I mean, you've got that much there sticking up. On this one, you've got that much. And I mean, this can get uncomfortable from time to time. If you carry it, I found the way I like to carry it is in my front pocket, pushed forward, and then canned it back a little bit so that if I draw, I'm drawing right across that seam. But it, if it tips up, that's kind of poking you in the, not the fat, like in the gut. Like if it's just hitting my fat, I'm not gonna say it's uncomfortable because that's my problem. But the deployment on this is so much better. This one is so stiff. And even for as stiff as it is, the only thing that holds it in, there's not really a detent per se. There is, you can hear it click in. But what's really holding it is just the tension that's on that pivot. So, and then this just isn't, I mean, this is something good. Like my wife could use this. I'm gonna give this to my wife so she has something to carry, because they go all the way to Palm Springs and back, and they have to stop places. You know, that's a 2-hour drive for her to go to Palm Springs for skating. So, but I am gonna get dressed, go to the shop, grab a couple knives. I'm gonna bundle up. I've got some knives to sharpen. I've got a couple videos I wanna shoot. I shot a video the other day. You ready for this, guys? So the other day when I did the Fortis 2.0 video, I also did a frickin' Sebenza video. And unfortunately, all I did was the intro and outro because my remote, it told me it was recording, but there was no file on my phone. I use my phone, my watch as a remote now for my phone, for the camera. And it's the first time it's never worked. It said it was recording, but like partway through I looked down and it just was gray. The screen was gray, but the camera was still up and I was talking to it. I had it pointed down looking at the action and there was no fucking file. So I did maintenance on my Sebenza because it was stiff and needed cleaned up. And, but yeah, that's basically what's going on today. I'm gonna try and get a couple videos done. I'm not 100% sure. I wanna do one about the half face blades that Chris Kelly sent me that I've sharpened. And I'm gonna do a spa treatment on those two Emersons. I'm gonna videotape it and we'll see how it comes out. And then I also wanna I've gotta sell that. Guys, I'm gonna sell the Smatch-It, the Frederick Smatch-It, but I wanna do it on a day. I wanna do the video outside where I've got better light so you can get it, because it really, to do the pictures and everything, I need better light. But on a day like today where it's raining, I'm not taking that high carbon steel blade out there just because I don't want it to rust. I mean, it's whoever buys it, it's gonna rust, but I'm gonna oil it and everything before they get it. So that's the videos I've got planned. If any of you guys are interested in that Smatch-It, just email me. My email's down below. I had one person that's kind of interested in it, but I don't know if they can come up with cash for it. I'm probably gonna start it at $550, which is less than the table price was. Just because I know that, sticker price, that gives some room. That gives some room for for some negotiation where people can bid and we're still not, you know, I don't want people to get screwed. And so I want that auction to go well. And that is an amazing knife, all handcrafted. So, and then today I'm pocketing my Crux. What do you guys got in your pockets? Who all's on here? Let me see, did I miss any? Oh, that's because chat was turned. Why was chat turned off? Fuck. Oh, I didn't miss anything, it doesn't look like. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get some medicine into me. I'm gonna head up to the shop, and then I might do. I'm gonna do some sharpening. I mean, I'm probably gonna work tomorrow too because I missed some days. But I don't know. My buddy might come down. I might go up to the shop and work on that order of 9 neckers, and then I've got a couple other people that want the Viper neck knives. Stock on those is running out. I'm probably gonna have to buy some steel. And then middle of next month, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Middle of next month, I have SM100 coming. I've got to look at how much it winds up being. Some of it's already been pre-cut into blanks for the Hornet. So there's gonna be at least a couple SM100 Hornets. And there's also gonna be some of the Vipers. So there's going to be a couple of Vipers. There's at least one Damasteel Viper neck knife that I'm going to do. And that'll be an auction. Cheers. Hey guys, I got to ask you a question. Have you noticed they've changed the formula for the daytime cold medicine stuff? It fucks my stomach up. Bad. Are you having some of the lockup issues that some people are having with that copper Natrix? I know that the sharpening on them is fucking horrendous. I saw Nico's. I haven't sharpened it yet. Holy crap. Okay, Chris, if you're watching, I will get back to you after that. I have not decided. The whole thing is I have to make one I had somebody that special that is getting one, and it's going to be Yakov because he's done a lot to help out. He's picking up a pair of skate boots for my daughter. He's driving to Italy to pick them up, things like that. He's coming next month. He's bringing the material with him. And so with that being said, I have to see what the actual work on them is. I already know it's gonna be expensive because material wise it's expensive, and then the amount of work, belts and all that stuff, because from everything Elliot told me, it's really hard to work with. So we're gonna see, we'll see what we see. So the SM100, I'm figuring that they're going to be about twice the price of the regulars, because just material costs and belts, because it's really hard to grind. It's hard to work with. I'm going to have to, you know, everything about it is going to be unique. So, and then I want a fairly, yeah, it just sits, it hits my stomach and it just feels like somebody poured concrete in my stomach, and then my stomach hurts for hours after I take that shit. But there's probably gonna be I have enough material that I'm probably gonna do a couple sea snakes. I have to do at least one scorpion. There's a few hornets. There's gonna be some vipers. It's just, I wanna try and maximize the use. I might just go ahead and take it to, there's a place just down the road down here that Elliot knows that does water jet. I might see if they can do water jet on it for me, or see if I can throw it in with a batch of stuff. That's the noddle of the small knife I had in Vegas with the fancy pins. All right, Jason, is that the one with the Star Wars logo on it? Yes, that is the Scorpion. And the blade shape has changed a little bit. The design and everything's changed on that a little bit. I mean, it's just because that one that my daughter has. I'll go get it. Hang on. This one. This is the one. This is the Scorpion. And then the Sea Snake is a different model. My daughter uses this. Can you see? Like the wear on the blade? She's got, she cuts up stuff with this. She's used this a lot. It actually is dull and needs sharpened. That's my girl. So that is this is the Scorpion, because it's got it kicks up. Like you're holding it. It kicks up like a tail. On this, I've already done a video on this. But most of that wear isn't 100% from cutting. It's in and out of sheath. She has this in and out of the sheath a lot. She uses it, and the pinch point is along here, so it kind of scratches up the blade. But this is hers. She uses it. Well, she was using it the other day to cut up something. I don't know, but this was really thin stock, and it's 440. So it was a prototype. I just wanted to see. And I tried to do a swept plunge. It did not quite come out the way I wanted, but I made it look at least even. So I'm not doing that anymore. These will probably be full flat grind. Like completely healed from top to bottom, just like the one that I did. And the blade on the newer, on the ones that I am doing, it's got more of a steeper angle to the tip, almost like a, what am I looking for? I mean, this is a full flat grind. It goes all the way up. This is a full flat too. You know, she has used it and gotten it dull. I have to sharpen my baby girl's knife. But it's going to be thicker material. It's going to be material thickness. The stock is probably going to be pretty much the same as my Hornets. It's going to be thicker, but it's going to come up full flat grind. The blade width is really not that much different than this. It's just shorter. So you're going to get the same tapering. These get really thin. These are really thin, nice and thin behind the edge, except for the tip. So I'll show you. So you guys don't flip out when you see my knives, because you know I always talk about asymmetrical, stuff like that. These are symmetrical, but what I've done is, because I know who I made these for, the first few. Here, you can see that there's a significant amount more material to tip. You can see by how wide that tip edge is. But so it's really thin, and then it thickens up at the tip. That's what she said. So that you've got I wanted a really robust tip, because the guys that I knew I was making this for, a lot of those guys, SEALs, Special Forces, EOD, stuff like that, the first few I made, I came up with that idea, okay, I know what these guys can do with it. If you're prying with the tip, there's less chance of breaking it. Plus, they're going to be stabbing it into things they shouldn't be stabbing it into. You want that tip to be fairly robust, but then, so it's really thin from here to here. And then it thickens back up. So it gets really thin. There's a little bit more material here for guys that get in and jam on stuff, and then I've thinned it out real good, but you can't feel that transition. It's not like there's a thick spot. So I really like this design. I hope that we sticks with it and sells a bunch of these fucking things. So there's an update on that. Prototype should be here. I don't know. They said they had the handles done. They were working on the blades. I haven't heard anything back since after the holidays. And now today, I broke this out. Hadn't had this out in a while. Cleaned it up and oiled it. I woke up at like 3:30 this morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. So that's it, guys. That's just a quick update. What's going on? I know I had promised more videos. I think I did those other 2 videos Monday or Tuesday, I think. So I will get back onto making videos, but I've got work I've got to do for Chris and Elliot up at Farron Forge. You know, it just sounds better to say Chris and Elliot, but you know, Elliot is the CEO, and then Chris is the COO and general purchasing agent and videographer, and let's see what else, toilet cleaner, head toilet cleaner, except when Nico is around or if I'm there and there's cleaning supplies. I'll clean the bathroom, I use it. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna try and, there's been a lull in the storm. I'm gonna try and drive up to the shop, grab that stuff, come back and get some videos shot and do some sharpening. So that's it, guys. Like I said, any of you guys that want to support my daughter's ice skating, yeah, but you're only there one day a week. So like I said, if you guys want to donate to, not you, Nico, you already did, my daughter's ice skating, the GoFundMe is in the comments section on a lot of my videos. I can't go back, I can't put it in on this one once it goes up. I don't think I can edit the description section. I might be able to. I don't know. I never tried it on a live feed. So, but if you guys want to, you can just go to GoFundMe and search my name, and you can find the one for my daughter's ice skating. So far we've raised $1,200. 1,000 of that was Jeremy Morris. Holy shit, that dude has given my daughter so much towards ice skating. Not just then, like in the past. So there's only like $8,200 left to go. He got married. Jeremy got married. I don't know if you guys knew that. He sent me pictures from the wedding. I'm not going to put them up, but they're over here in this massive pile of shit that seems to be just encroaching on every part of my wife's counter. I've got to clean up sometime this weekend. So, and I got to do my taxes. Now that my wife's W-2 finally fucking came, I can do our taxes, which means I can get my business tax stuff done. I get my refund from all of it. I've been waiting since fucking March, and my wife just got her W-2s. So, ridiculous. All right, guys, I'm out of here. 22 minutes. I gotta gather up some stuff and head up to the shop. I may do a batch of ceramic on those neck knives just to get some of it done. But like I said, we're in that holding pattern where I've been paid part of it, but not enough to do the grinding or anything yet. So, and then I have to figure out what laser etching is. I'm gonna have Princeton from Prince Customs do the laser engraving on this guy's knives. So what he wants is a specific, date etched on the steel, and so I'll get that done, and then sheaths. So, like I said, guys, take it easy. I'll see you later. Where's the button? There it is.